injection, understanding and the threats. This is what is my topic for the day. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Now, what is this language? Why do we use SQL? These all things we are going to learn. My name is Shifa Cyclewala. I am a cybersecurity instructor. I teach on various topics of web application and bug bounties. I would be taking the session today on SQL. Here is a list of content that we are going to cover in today's session. So before starting, what is SQL? As I told you all, the full form of SQL is Structured Query Language. Now what it is? So it is a general communication language. This is used to communicate with a database. Database only knows a language, which is SQL. Now, first of all, what is a database? Can anyone type in the chat box in a very layman term that what is a database? Anyways, I'm going to explain, but then you all can also try and just tell me what is a database. User information. Okay. It is a collection of information. Very well said. Where data is stored for future use. Okay, all of you are correct. So it is a place where we store a data. A collection of data is known as a database. Now, what can be a data? A data can be anything. It can be text, audio file, video file, etc. So any text or any information that you store at a place, that place is known as a database. Now, when we say database, you always have to imagine it in the form of table, because database have a lot of tables. These are columns, different columns, and this is a row. Please don't get confused between rows and columns, because I have seen a lot of people getting confused between it. So this is a column, the one which is in the vertical line. So I was talking about a table, a database, rows and columns. So every time when I talk about database, you have to imagine that it may be a collection of a lot of tables with a lot of information. So this is an example table I have created here for your reference. I am also going to share some more information on it for everyone who has this is for everyone like who have not got a refresher about SQL. I'll quickly share a little information on it. Let me quickly open this presentation for you. I have created this one previously, so I'll just share some of the information from this one and then we'll move on to the new presentation. This is just for your reference, guys. So if you want to create a database in SQL language, we write create database and then you have to specify the name of the database that you want to create. It is very simple to create a database. This is like a English language, so it is not too difficult to write. So you can just write create database and the name of the database. Here my database name is employee DB. I'm just giving you a background before we jump into SQL injection. This is how we create a table. The syntax is create table. This is a syntax, and then you have to write the name of the table. If you want to create employee table, user table, or any other table you want to create, you can just name it. Over here, you can see that how to add columns to the table. So to add columns to the table, we will write create table, the table name, and then inside this round parenthesis, you have to write the column names. Over here, I am creating 3 columns. First is employee ID, second is employee name, and third is employee department. So these are 3 different columns which I want to be there in my table. The first one, I am using integer 10. I want employee ID to be an integer value. which shouldn't be more than 10 digits. Employee name, I am selecting to be a varchar. It can be a mix of numbers and letters. It shouldn't be more than 50. Similarly, for department, the length should not exceed 250 characters. Now, how do I insert data into the table? What all we have created so far? We created a database, we created a table. Inside that, we created certain columns. Now, we are also supposed to enter the entries or data into the table. To enter data into the table, we will write insert into the table name. What all values you want to insert? For example, value 1, 2, 3, and so on. This is how you can insert values into the table. Here is a real query. Now you all need to tell me that what this query will actually do. Select star. Star means all. Select star from table name or let's say employee table where employee department is equal to finance. So now you need to read this query. This is a normal English. There is nothing fancy. The way you read, the way it is going to be executed. So select everything from any table. For now, the table name is table name where employee department is equal to finance. Where is a clause that is used if you want any specific details. So for now, I only want to see the finance department people. Yes, SQL queries are highly case sensitive, so you need to make sure that you use the right syntax. For these keywords, it is not case sensitive, but then the table name, the columns and everything that you write, it should be in a specific case. Now this is one more example. Select star from employee. This means select all the information from employee table. This query will return you all the information of employee table. Let's just move quickly because I also want to complete SQL injection. If I want to select only specific column, then you need to write select specific column from table name. Select employee department from table. Here is the next syntax. Again, let's learn about the example. If you want to update any information, we use update. Update employee. Employee is the name of the table here. This means I am just updating the department and I am also updating the employee ID. If you want to update anything into the table, then you can just write it this way. This syntax is easily available on internet. You all will be very easily able to find out. This is an entire SQL presentation which I have created. This all is not for your use right now. So I'll just skip these slides. What is important for you is where clause. So let's learn about where clause. This is a very basic syntax of a where clause. We already have seen a conditional example previously. Select any column from table where we have seen employee department equal to finance. That means it is only going to give you all the employees who works in finance department. So this is how it will be. Now I have some more tables. So this is a table with the name employee. It has 3 columns. One is employee ID, second is employee name, and third is employee department. This is how the table will be created with the help of a query. And I have also added some entries to that particular table. This first entry is John. The name of the employee is John. The department of John is finance. We have second data, which is Harry. He works in IT department. Then I have Peter who works in HR department. So this kind of tables can be created with the help of SQL query. Now this is an exercise for you quickly. find all the names of the employee. If I want to find out all the name of employee, how should be the query look like? From this table, would anyone like to try in the chat box? Yes. So select star from employee, but I only want to look the names. So all names from the table. So it is okay. Select star from employee. Then the second question is list all employees who are working in IT department. So it would be select star from employee table where employee underscore department equal to IT. So this is how would be the second answer. And the third is show different types of department. So you need to show different departments that are available. So for that, we will use a keyword which is distinct. Select distinct employee department from employee table. So this is how is the solution of all three questions. Does anyone have any doubt here? Or we can quickly move to SQL injection.